Logging in. Oh, here's a tutorial. Once this comes up. Set time to 100. You, work! Get rid of my snow! Ay, ay, ay. And there's lag. Thank you. Tutorial for this thing. Where to start. Need the sand. Don't need the bow, the cobble, or that. All of that random stuff. Yeah, let's do a lever. And then for building blocks. These and... Okay, where are they? There they are. Sticky piston, regular piston, redstone, black redstone maybe. Oh yeah. That stuff. Now let's forego that. We can make those with the stone brick. The brick slabs. Okay, this is a fairly large build. And I hope that I can get this done before people start coming home. And I guess let's start it. So, let me get my bearings. Here, the lag. And my sound. There we go. Just do that for placeholders. App. Put that as sand again. Not you then. Let's just put it right over here. I do not know when this episode will be coming out. I hope it will be coming out soon. As in today when I am recording. But if events do not go as planned, then it will not happen. And here are the wait. No, those do not go there. I need to get... I am not mentally organized with this. This is where the sand goes. And I did that. There we go with... No, not the pistons. This is sand. And this is where the ballast is. And to get the ballast out of their columns, you have to have the sticky pistons right here to pull them back. And to get it over to these columns right here, you have to... There'll be... Come on, spit out your words already. Those pistons, which will push it up. Let's just use that as a placeholder, and then a sticky piston. And another placeholder. And it's that to push it into this block. So that just has to be copied to the other side. And for now I'll only do the one side on camera, and then I'll do the other side. Hopefully I'll be able to... It'll ease up on my recording thinking and how to talk during the recordings. My mind gets confused with going back and forth between doing these episodes and formal writing. Okay, so pistons down there. Of course, the lag. Wait. Video settings. Let's bring that down to 5. Up a bit. And the repeater's right there. Hey, it's been such a long time since I've originally built this. Okay, so I have obsidian right there. And which way do I have the redstone? So... I don't want that. Not at the moment. And I know I am not good with my explanations, but I know I need to do this tutorial. And I'm really hoping that I have enough time. So, actually let me just copy that over here off camera. Oh, I actually forgot 2 pistons over at all of these 4 corners. And I went and counted the amount of sand that is needed. I'm going to put those there for as a placeholder. Lag spike. And 10 are 10 high. 10 high in this ballast columns. And then 11 high in the push-up columns, I guess I'm going to call it. And then I'm going to jump to the next. Jump to the finished redstone placement. And kind of do the tutorial like that. Oh, I wish EasyVid had one of the F buttons to record, but like some of the other recording softwares. But all I can afford at the moment is the freeware, which is EasyVid for me. I actually decided to go through and just place all the pistons. These ones will connect to those pistons, which will be underneath the tree. And I took it out so it's only the 1/2. So it can be functional, completely functional as a double tree farm, right? And then, for example, if you just wanted to do 2 oak trees next to each other, you could do that. And there's all the pistons. Those are the dirt pistons. These 3 are to bring up the sand and pushing up the tree. Let's put... Nope, not there. I'm just putting that there because I'm not sure if the sand will fall down. I did not build it like this. And that's to catch the sand and from falling down when it's being put back into the ballast. And those are the pistons that bring it back into the ballast, and that's the piston. I said that's for those 2 pistons. And that completes the piston placement. I guess let's go to the redstone now. Back in a bit. Okay, so got the redstone on the bottom done. Looks kind of like a face. Except for that part down there. Well, that could be a tongue. But that's beside the point. And for these 2 pistons on either side need to be powered by these redstone torches. And then there's a repeater here set to 1. And here also set to 1. This one needs to be set to 2 because of these ones. And then these 2 pistons are also powered by torches. And then that leads down there. And from this also extends to these parts. And that's how this part of the build works. And I have a lever here. You see that fell down, and unpower it, and then the other sides push up. If you hear something, that is my dog doing things that I have known no other dog to do. So that's back to that part, and now I'll be back with at the top redstone. And see you in a bit again. Okay, got the next part of redstone done for these two pistons. And controlled by this lever here. Oh yeah, that... I don't know if that's a glitch or not, but it is annoying. Right there, that is retracted. Well, extended, I mean. Not retracted. And now it's retracted. That is just repeaters going into these blocks, which have these on them, torches, and torches on a block above those. And there's that part. Oh, I wish I could keybind this. Next part's done. Oh wait, did that record? I don't know if there was lag, but next part's done. There are these pistons, the sand drop doors. And a repeater there because when it wraps around to the other side, it will not make it all the way. See the pistons retracted? This one you can actually see. Yep, in that corner right there. It's functional, so to speak. And now for the more complicated redstones. Actually, not yet done with the simple redstone. Dirt pistons I forgot about. Add that in. And for this one, and I don't know if you can use a repeater here, but I used a comparator here, and I just mirrored over from the other side. And with the repeater from that build with the comparator here. And redstone right there. I have no idea if it's needed in these two areas, but that's how I had it over there, and that build is functioning. And you need these to be half slabs and these blocks to be here so that this redstone does not get powered by these torches. And now onto the complicating redstone. Okay, got the complicating redstone on. I don't know why it does it to why it turns my sound off. That is clueless to me. And I got this system up and working. So turn that off. And there's some interesting stuff going on here. And this repeater, look at it. It does not go to anything. Is it required? Yes, it is. It has to be set to 2. To go off with that piston. To update that piston. That is that repeater's sole purpose, is to update that piston. Because otherwise that piston will not fire. I have tried before I put that repeater in, I was stupefied as to why the system worked down here but not up here. And this one I have a comparator. I don't know if you need I'm pretty sure you need the comparator since it has the half tick delay, since this is a 1 tick delay, just for for the shorter delay so that this fires before these pistons fire. And all in all, the timing is confusing, but it works, and that is what matters. And over here, a modification does have to be made. It's so that the wires are not intersecting. And yes, I see that there. It is in the design over there. I do not... Actually, let's test this. Let us not use those and see if the dirt pistons actually do work still. Yep, they do. I don't need that. I think I just put it in for symmetric. Well, for it to be symmetric. So that actually shrinks down the design. And let us get a lever here for those pistons to work. And there's that. And this one, Does this have to be a full block? Is that why? Let us test that. Oh yes, it does. It seems. Yeah. So that has to be a full block. Did not quite extensively check my first design. And they still spawn. Even though I put in that security thing. However you want to call it. And for this is how I wrap it around. And I go from this block, I go 4 blocks out and on each side. But you only have to do it on one of the sides. You just have to make sure you've got the comparators. A repeater, so that it'll extend all the way. So let's see. Pretend that the whole thing is done. And 1, 2. Wait, no. Start from over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and 11. And that will be the farthest that it'll extend. So pretty much this design needs to be mirrored, other than a few new parts for the inputs and outputs. As I said, this part does not have to be mirrored. You just have to make sure there's a repeater over there and there. And let's go check for the bottom pistons. And so yeah, all I did was from here I went out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks, so that it would extend one out further from where this redstone is, so nothing would be improperly connecting. And then I just had a repeater 3 blocks in, so that the signal would carry from all the way up here. And now let's test this. Turn that on and off. See, there's the sand popped up there, and it got pushed over there, and it got pushed up. But that is not where the test comes in, because that was... Now I need to get sand under these ones, like we can do down here. Actually, I wonder if I can have it so that you can see it working. I'll see it pushing the sand up. Now let me go and do that. Try to figure that out so that we got a nice angle. Okay, got that figured out. Figured. Oh, honestly, there are so many ways of pronouncing so many words in this language. It gets so confusing. I mean, there's lever and lever, and then there's lava and lava. I mean, why can't we just have a unified pronunciation? Well, it is unified across us regions, but when you watch videos of other people from other areas, there are so many ways of saying things. Well, let's get to watching this sand. And right there. Being pushed under the other sand. And you saw that the sand got through there. And that sand fell down. Let's get her flying back on. And it did fall. Because those pistons went down. And then do that. Did I do something incorrect? I might have... I don't know if the desired effect was achieved. I think so. Right over here. Oh wait, no, not that one. This one. You see there? Happened so quickly. But it needs to happen that quickly, otherwise things will not... The sand will fall and blocks will be dropped as items. And as I said before, that repeater is needed. Because these pistons need an update. And that's under there. And that's happy. And unpower this and it'll be pushed up a block. And that's level with the piston. And now it got pushed underneath. So fast you didn't even see it happen. But then again, that may be because of the lag. So as you can see, this is working. And I just took off my flying. And let's just go through that, and so that there's 3 of those. And now we want to get the sand down. This is also shown in the showcase of it. Yeah, that has to be powered so that these pistons retract. Not those pistons yet, but rather... Oh yeah, now you do these ones. And then that needs to be powered for it to fall down here. Because it pulls the pistons out of the way, of course. And now to pull the sand out and back into the ballast is just this setup. And as you can see, it is all back to where it was. And now oh wow, look at the time. 5:23. And here it's... I'll just show you all the redstone. I won't build it myself. I don't think I have enough time yet. Well, for this. I might go through with the tutorial of this, but this part is less confusing. So you have your block update detectors, and that got pushed out one, and that just detects when the logs get pushed up, because I had to have use 4 pistons on the sides, and I could not do it with just redstone signals. I had to use the block update detector. And, well, I'll show you the block update detector, or how to build it. It's really simple. And I'll actually need that redstone again. No, not a button. What am I doing? I'm trying to get that. Yeah, very simple. No, not 3. You just need 2. And I'm just doing that to make it easier on myself, and then you do that. I repeat it right there. Go, no. Which goes to a block, which has that on it. And there's that block update detector. Nice and simple. And here I just had it coming around from right here where the redstone blocks gets over here. It powers this. It goes through this first. Oh yeah, pulse extender. Momentarily forgot about that. And it also comes down here. 2 tick delays on each of those. It's 4 repeaters to power those pistons. So it comes around here, or unpowers these pistons, pulls the logs back, and then these pistons fire and retract, and then these pistons come back out. It's a BBA switch, if you understand. A turns on, B turns off, and A turns off. Well, now you understand. And then just another one of these block update detectors over here, this time pulling from the top block of redstone, and a repeater there, which goes in that order, and rotate it around to go to the other side. And then these are just regular pistons. And there it is for the tutorial. And I've shown you how to connect it, to connect everything, I believe. Oh wait, no, I haven't. This one this one you can probably just go over here and have it connect. So just have the redstone and go down this place. I don't think that you need a repeater except for like there, or possibly when you pull it in from a different place. Anything else? Oh, I haven't connected this either. This one, the other build, I just had it as a diagonal until it was safely out of reach of this redstone, and then to there. So without that torch, well, no, it's not a torch. It's a lever, Mr. Scatterbrain, and then that connects like that. In this design, you'd pretty much just mirror it. And this was just for it to get the angle. And this design, all that has to be done is mirroring. And I'm sure that any of you who want to build this can mirror it. Oh yeah, I should go through with what I've gotten done with the timing as well. If you haven't seen this, check out Etho's video. I know he's done it in several videos. Well, of course he has. It's his design. I don't know which Death Games building he did it in, but I know he did it in one of his Death Games building. Right now I just have 4 in one of the hoppers for each of them, and then it pulls from here, goes into a counter here to count 1. Once that turns off, once it goes into the hopper, or that computer turns off, and then that redstone torch turns on, which causes this to stop, and it also goes to the release mechanism for this timer, which then goes through the on-off, and then the counter returns. The counter goes and resets this side by retracting this piston and allowing the item to go through there, and it just goes so on and so forth. As such. Perhaps it could be a bit faster, but I'm not sure exactly how to do that. But at least this is the beginning of the automation of the tree farm. The true automation. It is sort of automated, you just have to pull levers. Well, time to stop for the day. Bye, people.